Hey guys! Welcome to a new episode of Beauty Beacons of Fiction. Today we are going to talk about Arwen Undómiel. Arwen is one of the few female characters in the Lord of the Rings series, books and movies, and actually another one of my personal beauty beacons way back when I started my channel, which is actually almost 10 years ago, guys. I remember saying several times in my videos that my ultimate hair goal was to grow my hair out to Arwen length and to have Arwen hair. And I believe I mentioned Arwen hair like pretty much every other video I did back then. And I have quite a few very early hair tutorials that are inspired by her hairstyles in the Lord of the Rings movies. So I've been getting some requests here and there to kind of return to some Lord of the Rings hairstyles. So I actually thought it would be really fun to do a Beauty Beacons of Fiction episode about Arwen, as she is definitely a huge inspiration, kind of beauty and looks wise, to very many people, myself included. So I dusted off my old even star necklace for the occasion, and I'm going to show you how to recreate Arwen's iconic look today. So like I mentioned, Arwen is one of the few female characters in the Lord of the Rings world, and the Lord of the Rings is kind of a epic fantasy tale set in an alternative universe with its own kind of very rich history, created by Tolkien, of course. Arwen is an elven maiden, and in the Lord of the Rings, I believe most noted to be the love interest of the arranger Aragorn. So she doesn't feature much at all in the Lord of the Rings books, but she has a much more kind of prominent presence in the movies, and she sports some amazing looks in those. Oh my gosh, guys. I have chosen one of them to kind of recreate today, or base my look off today, and that is the scene in the Two Towers where she visits Aragorn in a dream. It's one of my personal favorite looks of her in the purple dress. It's very beautiful and dreamy. I got to pull out my super long extensions once again. Guys, look how beautiful and long these are. Like, yes, this right here, this is my dream hair that I'm never gonna grow. But anyways, at least we have extensions. So we'll get to the hair later, but I'm going to start with the makeup look. And back in the day, in the early days of my YouTube channel, I did some extensive research into Arwen's makeup look, and I remember finding an interview with the makeup artist and the exact products that were used on her. So I do believe I remember a bit of that still, but I am going to give my own spin on this and just gonna recreate something that I feel like looks similar to Arwen's makeup. So to start off, I'm going to apply a layer of foundation all over my skin to make it all nice and flawless. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer on my dark circles, because elves don't have eye bags. Then when everything is blended in, I'm going to go over with a layer of translucent powder to mattify my face and set everything in place. And then moving on to the eyebrows. Now Arwen is definitely sporting a very much no makeup look, so I'm going to keep everything pretty natural. So for my eyebrows, I'm just going to use a tinted brow gel to kind of set them in place and darken them a little bit without making them look drawn in or artificial. So moving on to the eyes, besides a little bit of foundation brushed over the eyelids, I'm not going to do much to them at all. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and then apply a very subtle thin layer of mascara on my top lashes only for a little bit of definition, but we definitely don't want this to look as if we are wearing mascara. So then for the cheeks, I'm going to apply a little bit of a very subtle rosy pink blush on the cheekbones, just very lightly, to bring a little bit of color back into the face. And then the last step for the face makeup is to apply a little bit of a lipstick onto the lips. And this is something I remember from that interview with the makeup artist, is that she used a lipstick that was very dark and very sheer. So I have something that is pretty similar. So I'm going to use this lipstick right here, which comes out very dark in the tube, but actually is really sheer and buildable on the lips. So I'm just going to apply that with my fingers to make a nice and subtle layer. And there's the makeup look already done. Super simple, very pretty, very flattering, I think. So let's move on to the hair, my favorite part. So as I mentioned, I went all out with the extensions. This is actually my oldest set of hair extensions, the very first one I ever got, and it is looking a little bit worse for wear. But I'm going to combine it with some of my newer extensions for a little bit more fullness, but I do need the length from these kind of old ones, so I have those at the bottom. And I am going to curl all of this, and I'm going to use this curling wand that I'm going to heat up. And because this is a lot of hair, I'm going to work in sections, so just start with the bottom section first. And I am going to twist my hair around this curling wand. So when I'm wrapping it around the wand, I'm going to twist the hair itself as well, and that is going to help create waves rather than curls which I would have gotten if I were to just simply wrap the hair around the curling wand. So whenever I finish a curl, I'm going to let it go straight away. We don't want this to be too curly again, so don't worry about it falling down. It's kind of the look we're going for. And I'm going to alternate curling directions in this as well for those really pretty Arwen waves. And then when that is done, I'm going to run my fingers through and then kind of brush my hair through to loosen up these curls even more and make them into really pretty waves. So for the hairstyle in this scene, I have looked for hours and hours and hours for good photos of the hairstyle from like in the movie and behind the scenes. I could not find any photos that were shot straight from the back, and there is one kind of like a few seconds in the movie where the hairstyle is shown from the back, but the light is coming from the other side so you can't see anything. But I am pretty sure this is some kind of bun that's going on, and it is pretty simple. So I decided to just go for a really easy hairstyle, you know, let's not overcomplicate it. So what I'm going to do is take the front of my hair, and on one side I'm going to take the entire front, so from my center parting all the way down to my ear, and I'm going to pull this back in kind of like a swoopy motion. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, join these two sides together at my crown and just tie this off with a hair elastic. And then I'm going to take that ponytail and kind of loosely swoop it around, kind of swish it around that ponytail holder, and I'm going to pin this down with bobby pins again, very loosely. I want this to be nice and big and voluminous and look like I just kind of, you know, casually pinned up my hair. So then you should be left with something like this. So there is your Arwen Undómiel, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers dream scene look all done. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you have any requests for fictional beauty icons that you would like me to recreate the looks of, then please feel free to leave a request down below and I will look through, pick someone out for next time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more makeup and hair and beauty tutorials. If you would like to support me on Patreon, I will have a link in the description box below. Thank you so much. There will be another video here that you may also enjoy. You can go and watch next. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!